I moved into a new apartment building in the city. It was old but charming. Wooden floors, brick walls, and a view of downtown. It was quiet, and most of the tenants kept to themselves. Exactly what I needed after a messy breakup and losing my job. Everything was fine, except for apartment 405. From the day I moved in, I noticed something strange. The door to 405 was always locked. There was no name on the mailbox, no sound from inside, no deliveries. But every single night, always at exactly 2:13 a.m., I heard the same thing, a chair dragging across the floor. It started subtly, a soft scrape, like wood on wood. But night after night, it grew louder, more deliberate. Always the same time, 2:13 a.m. I tried to ignore it. Then one day, I asked the landlord casually about it. "Hey, do you know who lives in 405? Just curious. They seem very quiet." He paused, looked up from his paperwork, and frowned. "Nobody lives there. Hasn't for years." "Really?" I laughed. "You sure?" "I hear noises up there, like furniture moving." He gave me a weird look. "That apartment's sealed. I keep the only key. Pipes froze and burst in there years ago. Water damage. No one's supposed to go in." Now I started to feel weird. That night, I stayed awake, lights off, just listening. 2:13 a.m. Shrach. Drag, stop. The noise was louder than ever, like it was just above my ceiling. I stood frozen in my dark kitchen, staring at the ceiling, holding my breath. The next morning, I went upstairs. I stood in front of 405. The hallway was silent, cold. I pressed my ear to the door. Nothing. Then, for reasons I can't explain, I knocked. Once, twice. I felt a sudden pressure in my ears, like being underwater. The air grew heavy. My stomach dropped. And then, I heard it. A soft knock. From inside, I ran. For the next few days, I avoided the hallway. I told myself I imagined it. Maybe pipes or rats, or just the building settling. But I couldn't sleep. My dreams were filled with shadows standing at my door. I started hearing the chair dragging at random times, not just at 2:13. Then, things escalated. One night, I woke up at 3 a.m. to find my bedroom light on. I never leave it on. I got up to turn it off and noticed something chilling. On my mirror, written in condensation, was a message. "Don't knock again. I live alone." I bought a camera the next day, a small one I could slide under the door of 405 just to prove to myself there was nothing inside. That night, I crept upstairs with the camera, holding my breath. I slid it under the door, left it recording. Then I went back to my apartment and waited. 15 minutes later, I retrieved it. The video was mostly black, a dusty floor, faint shadows. But at minute 12, a figure walked past, pale, barefoot, just the feet. Then, it turned and stared directly at the camera. Its face was blurry, like static on an old TV. But its eyes, they weren't angry. They were sad. It reached down and turned the camera toward the ceiling. There were hundreds of scratch marks above, deep grooves, like a chair had been dragged back and forth for years. Then the video cut to black. I showed the footage to the landlord. He went pale. "That's not possible," he whispered. "The floor in 405, it was torn out. There's no wood left." He handed me the master key. "Go check it for yourself. I don't want anything to do with it." I didn't want to go, but I had to know. That night, around midnight, I opened the door to apartment 405. The air was thick with dust. The room was empty, completely stripped. No flooring, no furniture, just concrete and pipes, and cold. So cold. I stepped inside. The door slammed behind me, pitch black. Then, that sound. Screech. Not from above, behind me. I turned. There was nothing there, except a single wooden chair in the center of the room. It hadn't been there before. It faced the wall. I don't know how I missed it. I didn't hear it move. Then the chair started turning, slowly, until it faced me, and sitting in it was me. My face, my clothes, but pale, lifeless, staring. It opened its mouth and whispered, "Now you know." And then, everything went dark. I woke up on my apartment floor gasping. It was morning. The key was gone. So was the video. And the door to 405? Bricked up. No frame, no handle, like it was never there. No one in the building remembered it, not even the landlord. But every night, at 2:13 a.m., I still hear the chair dragging across the ceiling.